Good morning, Mom Nation.
Good morning.
I should wait for you.
It's
Clearly,
okay.
it's pressing the button. I should wait for you to talk before I press it. Sorry.
It's all right.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Guys, I have to issue a public apology to poor Sonia. So I kind of sprung it last minute on her last week because I was out of town, just like I was last year, right?
yes.
And my internet was kind of wonky tonk up there. And I was a little bit worried that it wasn't going to work. So I was like, hey, Son, are you cool? And as sweet as she is, she's like, of course, yeah, I can do it. But as I was
Yeah.
setting up the show this morning, I was like, I've never actually walked through any of these steps with you. And where it's like super just, second nature to me to set up all the little buttons and all the little things that we have to set up to be here every week. I'm like, oh, poor Sonia. It must have been stressful for you. Sorry.
So weird thing is like some of like the descriptions and stuff that you have to input, and I know you have like your prompts. I didn't have that, so I was just very simple. But for the first time ever, I finally learned how to use the system and switch between the screens from screen sharing to not. Because what would
Ooh.
happen is I would completely remove it. But the mistake that I made this time is while I was doing it, I put myself on mute. And then as soon as if, like with our system, whenever you share, you're not, and you're starting to go through the pages, you're not on the screen of like the dashboard of the show. You're
Right.
in your another browser. And so I didn't see that I was muted, and I didn't see the comments that I was muted. And then Skylar is amazing, and she
Cheers.
messaged me on like three different ways, and then she called me and I realized something was wrong. So then I
She's
so
so
then I
cute.
switched. I know. So I switched screens, and I was already halfway through the show. I switched screens, and then I saw the mute, and I'm like, oh no. So,
Oh, so
and I had
funny.
already exited all the. So to keep organized, we just exit all of the tabs, and I already
Right.
exited half the tabs, and I'm like, it's gonna be weird if I just start opening tabs and then I'm quiet while I'm doing it. So I'm like, I'm just gonna finish the show, and it is what it is.
Hashtag mom life.
Yeah.
I mean, the amount of crap that we have to deal with and the random stuff that gets thrown at us at any given day. Like, I happen to think being a mom is a freaking sport, man.
Yeah.
Like, you're dodging this and you're weaving that and you're doing all this kind of stuff just to make the
Yeah.
day go as smoothly as possible. And honestly, I pat you on the back for doing what you did because, again, I don't know if everybody else knows, but I know, especially last minute like that, what kind of a job that was. And not only that, but you were on site. It wasn't like you were sitting in your
Yeah.
regular office.
I know. So like that was the day when I'm like, well, I was in surprise. And so then so I guess it was okay that I was on mute. There was like construction, like the beep beep of like backing up, and like people unloading stuff. And then like Connor needed something from the truck. So like there was one point where he opened the door from behind me, and then he opened the other door, and I'm like, oh my God. Like I like so, but I had to be on site today because I had to walk it with one of the or not today, but that day, because I had to walk
Mhm.
it. And it had to be me. It couldn't be Connor. So I'm like, it was just one of those days. So,
Ugh.
so yeah, it
Well,
was an adventure.
it was an adventure. It's always an adventure here
Yeah.
on Good Morning Mom Nation. But I
Yeah.
appreciate you. I appreciate the effort. And just so you know, it was not lost upon me of how miraculous that was for you to pull off. Even with the mute thing, it was pretty miraculous. So thank you for doing that because the show must go on and our people must see us and hear from us.
Exactly.
All that being said, it's kind of funny. There was a post in the group yesterday or the day before. I don't remember which. My days are like blending,
Mhm.
as they often do. And it was about how many times do you warm up your coffee cup on a daily basis just to get through like the one cup? What's up,
Yeah.
Jazzy? She's coming at us from YouTube today. I love that. I love watching on YouTube. It's my
I know.
favorite. Um, So anyway, I just thought it was really funny because there were, obviously a couple of different answers. And this one mom pops on and she's like, "That's why I drink iced coffee."
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah. Well, and it's funny because like I don't mind whenever my warm coffee gets cold, I'll still drink it. It's fine. But like Connor drinks his coffee within like 5 minutes. And like super quick, he drinks his coffee. And then because he drinks it for, I mean, he doesn't, I like to savor the taste. He doesn't, he just like downs it. And
Choose
then
it.
whenever he sees my cup, because like it goes with me everywhere. Like I'll walk somewhere and I'll like set it down somewhere and then he'll throw it and I'm like, no, I'm still drinking. He's like, it's been over an hour. And I'm like, I'm still drinking it. He has this weird thing with like glasses or soda cans or something, or water bottles are like half full. He sees them on the counter and he doesn't even ask what it is. He just goes to throw it away, and it's frustrating because I baby all my drinks and he always throws my stuff away. And
That's
yeah,
so funny because
yeah,
good morning, mama. That's so funny because I am Connor and Connor is me. And
yeah,
I do the same thing. I walk around the house. Of course, my two boys, bless their hearts and souls. I love them so much, but they leave shit everywhere, man. And so
yeah,
I'll walk by and there'll be like a half open soda can. We don't drink sodas, like sparkling water in
yeah,
the basement. And I'm like, when it's warm, so I know they've abandoned it, but I do the same thing. I don't ask anymore. I don't care whose it is. If you leave it in a place where it doesn't belong, it's going in the trash. Bye.
yeah. Agree. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. You could
Oh,
listen
switching
without
to
screen.
listen
Yeah,
without the screen. Interesting. Thank you, Ashley, for
that
that
is
little
really
tidbit of
cool.
info. I just
Yeah,
love YouTube. YouTube's my favorite.
I know. And then what Jazz said, like I only drink espresso. I don't drink coffee.
Ah,
It tastes like cigarettes to me, like the
coffee
smell of
does?
cigarettes. Yes, it's like that burnt taste, like, it's like that bitter burnt
That's
taste.
funny.
I don't know, I just don't like the taste. Like, we'll go like, my dad has this weird thing with, like, Circle K and McDonald's coffee, and, I
My
mean, he
dad
likes
does
the
too.
good the good but, like, it's like the thing, and, like, he got me one once, and I'm like, "It's not good." I can't. And my sister says that I'm just too bougie but I'm like, once you have like a good coffee, you can't go back to like that. Or if I have that coffee, I have to have like a ton of cream to it, but then it's too sweet.
Cream and
So
sugar. Yeah, for me, sugar,
yeah,
because I gotta like sweeten it up a little bit. But I totally know what
yeah,
you mean, and I totally feel the same way. And
mhm,
I've taken a few blows from some people too with my coffee bouginess because
I know.
I like good coffee.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah,
that all being said, today I have iced coffee as per usual. Let's get it. We've got a lot of taps to go through, guys. Let's
we do.
get on with it. Yes, we do. So we'll get started because, like always, both Sonia and I have super busy days today. So we got to get it on. Um, Here's what you're looking at. We talk about this a lot, and I love Skylar. We just talked all about Skylar and how wonderful and thorough she is. And she popped this in my preparation this morning, and I was like, good on you, Sky. This is really smart because we talk about this newsletter that comes out once a month and it goes to your email. We talk about it all the time, but we don't often show it. And this is what it looks like. So you can tell the subject line. You can tell it's us because we have MOMnation in the subject line each and every month. And it's usually named the month of the issue, if you will.
Mhm.
We changed our branding a little bit. We talked about this a couple of times, and I'm real excited about it. Came from a very simple question that I got not too long ago. And someone was like, cool, but what is MOMnation? Like, what is it? Whew, that was a
Yeah,
tough one to answer. And so
yeah,
I had to be able to answer that. And so hence the just slight brand change. It doesn't really change much of what we do here. It doesn't really change, the content. That's all pretty much the same, just the way it's presented, I guess. So just want to make it
yeah.
easier for moms to clarify what the heck happens here. And with that, you get the trivia question, which we talk about every month here on the show. That has already gone out. Yeah, because the newsletter went out last week. So sorry. Between vacation and getting back into school and all of that, like my brain is everywhere. But the
Post
trivia,
holidays.
so true. Like finally coming back to earth, right?
Yeah.
But the trivia is cool because if you answer that correctly, you get put into a wheel, which we're going to draw that here in a few minutes and see who won this month. And that gives you 3 entries into the big monthly giveaway. So you can kind of get a little leg up by getting some extra entries by participating in this. And again, all you need to do is sign up for our distribution list if you're not on it. The easiest way to do that is up at the top of the page, click on the cover photo and look in the caption, and there's information in there on how you can do that. If it's not in the caption, which I believe it is, then it will direct you to our Direct Me page where I know you can sign up for it there. Then you can self-sign up. So makes things easy. But this trivia, well, we'll get to the trivia question here in just a minute. I just want to kind of scroll through and show you guys what the newsletter looks like. So we go over what the giveaway is, give you a little bit more information on that. It's kind of a way to access all of the information in one spot. Because I don't know about you, Sonia, like you're a moderator of the group, I'm admin of the group, and it still moves fast for me. Like I still feel like I kind of miss some things, and I know what gets posted.
So. Yeah, no, it's a lot. It gets buried. I mean, one time I was looking for something that got posted like an hour ago, and I just scroll like crazy because there's so many posts, which is fantastic that there's so many posts, but these things do get buried. So it's nice to, get them through the newsletter or find them on the featured page. So yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, totally agree. Hello. Oh, Jasmine, she said, I love me a nice coffee. Yep, same. And she's bougie too. All right, well, the 3 of us match. No wonder we're good friends.
Hey, it looks like you gave me my powers again. I could show comments now.
Oh, did I? Yeah, I did. Yeah. Totally. I don't know. Skylar must have done that.
I know. I'm like, yay. I didn't have powers like that.
She's seriously like the magic behind the woman, that one. So Skylar, give Skylar credit where credit is due, guys. She deserves it. Good morning, Cassie. What's up? Okay. So again, this newsletter went out last week, guys. So the last day to enter into the Carrot LASIK giveaway already ended. So hopefully you got in if you wanted to get in. In fact, I'm pretty sure we know who the winner is. Maybe we're announcing it today. I don't know. We'll see if it's in my tabs. Maybe we're not. Maybe we're announcing it tomorrow. Could be. I happen to, now I'm remembering something on the calendar for Thursday. So hopefully I didn't speak too soon there. Then we have the MOMnation Monthly Challenge. This is another way that you guys can get extra entries into the big giveaway for the month. And the newsletter is just going to kind of give you a little bit more information about it. But participating in it does happen at the group level. So you want to be in the Facebook group or on the fan page to participate in it. And same deal as the trivia. We pick a winner from it, and the winner gets 3 extra entries into the giveaway. We'll talk about this because I know I have a tab for that. You can connect with our merch, do a little shopping on our little MOMnation store if you want to get some. Looks like we have some earpod covers or cases, got some cute mugs. I just got a new phone case. I should have looked at that. I totally spaced it. Dang. Now I'm all upset with myself.
Just drop it a few times, then you'll need to buy a new one.
Yeah, right. Even I don't know what the heck is on our merch list. My goodness. See how good Skylar is? Like she does all these things and just, anyway, she's amazing. Priceless.
Yeah, she's magic.
So our recent shows are also on here. Again, I'll go through some of these, that we haven't talked about in the last week. But I just wanted to kind of scroll through and show you guys just how easy it is to get this one email and then click, pop, like you've got all the information that you need. So there we have it. Let's dive in. What do we got? Oh, the giveaway. So the giveaway is for January, in case you guys are just joining us now and you're not sure, is a family 4-pack of tickets to see Puffs, or 7 increasingly eventful years at a certain school of magic and magic for young wizards. So it's, I'm assuming, a play of sorts. And the show dates are February 13th through March 1st. The location is Valley Youth Theater, and that's in Phoenix on North 1st Street. And it seems to me like you'll get a 4-pack of tickets and then you can schedule yourself for whichever show works for you.
Yep.
So cool. We'll see who is the winner for that one as we get toward the end of the month. This is a little bit more on the Carrot LASIK and Eye Center collab that we did, we've done it before. This is our second time around with them, which they're just awesome to work with. In fact, this is my eye doctor, guys. This is where I go. My whole family goes here. And they're amazing. I love that. It feels like family when you walk into that office. And quite personally, like that's what I want to feel when I am doing something as, intimate as medical consultation for anything for myself or for my family. It's really important to me that it feels comfortable. And it certainly does with them. I've loved seeing them. I've been seeing them for years. So this is just a little bit of information kind of helping overcome the fear of LASIK and answering a couple of questions. So if you didn't catch this, this was popped up on January 10th over on our fan page. I'm sure Skylar shared it in the group as well. Sometimes things are just easier to find on our fan page or on our YouTube channel. It's on there as well. The handle is @MOMnationUSA for both of those. So if you want to check out that FAQ, you can do so there. All right. So yes. Okay. It is officially closed. I didn't speak too soon. And the community voting is in. However, I believe community voting ended. Is today the 14th? Yeah. It ended yesterday.
14th, yeah.
Okay. So it ended on the 13th because we were only able to allot for 48 hours for community voting. There were 11 entries, I think. Yeah. There were 11 entries into the giveaway. And we just gave you kind of a little synopsis on what kind of a little background on each of those moms and asked the community to weigh in. Did you cast your vote?
I did not. I did not cast my vote. I know. I went over this one and I didn't cast my vote.
Dang, girl. That's okay.
know.
That's okay. It looks like we got a bunch of votes, which was really great. Thank you to everybody who did cast your vote. Thank you for participating, for being a part of it. I really appreciate that. I know that it's helpful for Carrot. This is not something that Sonia and I decide, guys, okay? So don't be blowing up our inboxes asking why you didn't get it, because we don't know. It's not up to us. Ultimately, we are not the doctors. We just facilitated the collaboration and the collection and opened it up to our MOMnation network. As far as I am aware, and I'm pretty sure I'm aware pretty far, this was not opened up to any other network. It was just for us. So that's kind of cool. Good morning, Rachel. Cute profile pic. I like that.
I know. That is super cute.
All right. So that's that, guys. Stay tuned. We're going to find out the winner here pretty soon. And congratulations to that winner. So this is, here we go. We can talk about trivia now. So Valley Youth Theater, let's see if Sonia gets it right. Valley Youth Theater supports youth through which of the following? A, stage productions, C, community outreach, B, classes and camps, or D, all of the above?
It's D, all of the above.
That's my guess.
Yeah.
I don't even know the answer. Let's see. Next slide, please. Oh, she didn't put it up. Sky, maybe she's listening and maybe she will. Sometimes I have the question and the answer in the corner. Is it D, Skylar? I'm pretty sure it's D. Yeah.
Let's see if she.
Oh, that's funny.
She should. That is funny. I'm like, I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's D.
I'm pretty sure it's D too. So let's see who wins the trivia. Looks like we got 4 people who answered correctly. So Skylar's got to know the correct answer. And it is good old Ashley Parker. Congratulations, Ash. We've got lots of wheels today. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 wheels today. So
it felt like we had a lot of wheels whenever I did my muted show. And then I was like, well.
At least they could watch the reel. I mean, the wheel, right?
Yeah.
That's too funny. All right, guys, I talked about this briefly when I showed you what the once a month newsletter looks like. This is our MOMnation challenge. It comes out once a month. It's something different every month. For example, we had a water drinking challenge one week. We had a move your body challenge another week. We had journaling. I really liked that one. This one is family connection. So spend at least 15 minutes a day doing a screen-free activity with your kids or family. And you'll be very proud of me, Sonia, because as busy as I am, my mom was over last night. Shout out to Mom. And we puzzled. We worked on a puzzle for a little while, for like, I don't know, an hour and a half or something.
That's awesome.
So I definitely got my family connection time in. And it always goes by so fast when I'm hanging out with my mom.
Yeah, we
So
started it's one of the things that we do, and it actually started more when we were in the RV, because it kind of forced us to, was we just always have dinner at the table as a family. So
ooh,
it's just like it's a big thing for us just to sit around and we talk, and like there's no, I wouldn't want to say there's no phones allowed, because sometimes we have our phones, or like if I'm working or something, but there's generally, we're like 99% of the time not on our phones. So it's really nice. And then my dad and my cousin are remodeling our house and staying here, so now it's like 7 of us sitting, so it's actually been really nice.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Same here. That's been a huge tradition. And I thank my mom for that one, because that was instilled in me at a young age. In fact, let me just set the stage for you, okay? So, this is how cool my mom is. So, we would do dinner, and the lights would be low, like dimmed lights,
Hmm.
candles would be lit,
Ooh.
and soft music would be put on.
Oh my goodness, you overachiever, Marilyn.
She
Jeez.
is like, I don't know, y'all, but try and top that one.
It's an awesome setting.
The thing
How
that would have made it the
fancy.
best, the only thing that I can say, the only criticism I have, Mom, that I can say that would have made it the best is if I didn't have to do dishes after. Then
Yeah,
it would have
so I
been
have
like
to do dishes.
amazing.
Yeah. That's why we're all hanging out, and then I'm like, "All right." We have this thing that my dad would always say. He'd say it in Spanish, but he'd always say, "They're calling." And we're like, "What?" And then after a while, we didn't say what, because we knew what he was gonna say. And then he'd say the dishes, but he'd say it in
Oh,
Spanish. So he'd say like los trastes. And I'm like, ah. And so then he knew like we had to do like week on and week off. But over here, Soraya is the only one who does the dishes. So she has to do them. And she gets very upset because she's all relaxed. I'm like, dishes time, ma'am.
yeah. Yeah. Girl, my mom was hardcore with the dishes. Like, in fact, and you know it, Mom, I'm sharing a secret. Sorry. But I would need to do dishes before I went to school in the morning, like load the
Oh, that's
dishwasher
crazy.
mainly. Like, no
Yeah.
big deal, load the dishwasher. Like,
Yeah.
probably took me 5 minutes, but to me, I was like, ugh. But you know what? It was really cool because I actually, dare I say, like dishes now. And now it's just second nature to me. So I just like clean up
Yeah.
after, and it's not so daunting. And I feel like if I didn't have that training early on, like it would be a different ball game now. So thanks, Mom.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah. So family connection, important stuff. Get it done, girls. All right. Ooh, we had a lot of people that participated. Way cool. Love, love, love. So this
That's
is, so
awesome.
see, she put a little more information. Thank you,
Uh,
Sky. It helps out a lot. Um, in the wheel, so we understand what the wheel's for. But these are all the people that commented mission complete. You got one entry per comment. So if you completed the mission all 7 days, great, you got 7 entries. If you completed 2 days, you got 2 entries. Pretty easy, right? Let's see who wins. We need music while
dun,
it plays.
dun, 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 dun,
Oh, the music's not on today. Look, remember I could turn it off and turn it on. Andrea,
Oh, yeah.
sweet. Awesome.
Andrea J.
Ramirez.
Perfect.
Sweet.
Okay.
Congrats, Andrea. I'm sure it's a win-win, right? Because I'm sure you had a very enjoyable time with your family.
Yes.
And you got a couple of entries onto the giveaway wheel. Not so bad, is it?
There you go.
All right, guys, these are our events. How do you access this, you ask? Well, at the top of the group, you will see a bunch of different tabs. Our favorites, we have 2 favorites, featured and events.
Hmm.
The events tab is where you're going to find these events. So click over on there. You will see what's going on. We have a Not Your Mother's Garage sale coming up this Saturday at 10 a.m. That sounds fun. I actually read the description of that one. Unfortunately, I am tied up that morning and I can't go. I'm pretty sad about it because it sounds cool. Check it out, guys. The description has more information. Then from Saturday, January 17th. Oh, so this is a few days. This is Josie. She's adorable. She and I messaged the other day about this actually.
Oh,
Um,
that's awesome.
from Saturday, January 17th to what I'm assuming is Saturday, January 25th, or maybe not, Sunday, maybe. she is doing Valentine's Day minis. So if you want to get your kiddos in on a mini, check her out. There's more information in the description of her event there. And then coming up on, right? And now my kiddo is kind of beyond the mini thing. But we did a bunch of them when he was little, and they're just so adorable. And I'm really glad I did that because I have some pretty super cute photos to, pull out, look back on, feel really old and cry because my kid is grown. But that's what we use those for, don't we, moms? I mean, get real.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm really glad that I did that. So if your little is little and you are in the mini age range, then I definitely would suggest doing it. Then coming up on Wednesday, February 4th, we have Fall in Love with Your Eyes, a skin tightening education event. Who doesn't need that, especially as we are getting up there in age? And that is being hosted by Jessica Roth. So check those out if you guys are interested in any of those topics. And then sometimes events that we add to the group don't show in the group because Facebook loves to keep it real and interesting. So over on our Facebook fan page, again, the handle is @MOMnationUSA. So you can find us real easy. Just type that into the little search bar. And you can access the information for our Meet the Divorce Defenders event, which is an opportunity for you to meet our team. And this team consists of, this is actually a better picture. Can you see it? Yeah. Okay. So this team consists of a bunch of different professionals that have certain areas of expertise. So for example, real estate for me, I deal with a lot of divorcing couples, been doing it for years. Yes, it's different than actual normal real estate, to answer everybody's question out there. And then there's Miranda, who you may recognize as co-admin over in our divorce community. She is more about dealing with your inner feelings, with how you are dealing with yourself, and really digging into that part of things because that's important. That's what everything comes from, right? And so on. We've got an attorney, we've got a composure coach, we've got a doc prep, a financial person, and also somebody that can get your health whipped up into shape. And that's Erin McDonald. You recognize her because she does a weekly podcast here, and she's co-admin of what I call the big group. So this group here in Arizona. So there you have it. I mean, personally, I don't think it's a secret. I went through, Matt's my second husband. I went through a divorce a long time ago, and I wish that I had this when I did.
Yeah. Yeah, you have every resource at your fingertips, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah. And this event is, there's no charge for this event. You do need to sign up. We only have 10 seats available. There are a couple seats still left. Super intimate, where you have an opportunity to do some break-offs with us on a one-on-one basis. So again, no charge. And if you have questions for me, if you have questions for the financial advisor, if you have questions for Erin, because you want to get your health into shape or get your revenge body, which I think is kind of funny. Some people do. Then this is a great opportunity for you guys to do that. All right. I never know what to call this post. I call it the first letter name post, but that doesn't make any sense. Unless you've been following us for a little while, then you totally know I struggle with this greatly. And this is a post that comes out once a week. We just follow the order of the alphabet, guys. So, you could probably guess who comes next. And if your name starts with the letter of the week, then please comment below, or, maybe you have a friend that commented for you. That works too. If the mama that you comment or that you tag is not in the group, that's okay. Tag her anyway. Especially if you feel like she belongs here, then she might be, enticed to join. If she's going to win some stuff, right?
Yep.
So this week is T. And let's see what we got here. So we have a few T's. Oh, no. I tagged somebody this morning, and I must have done it too late. She didn't get on. That's totally okay. I'll be better next time. Sorry. All right. So let's see who wins. First letter name. Da-da-da. Is it going to be Tamra? Oh, Tamra. Awesome.
Estelle. Oh, this is a long one for me to type.
It is a long one. Estelle Odell Coleman.
Coleman. All right. Perfect. It
All
barely
right.
fit.
Yeah. It's a big, long one. All right. And our welcome post. Yay. It was a little quiet over the holidays. So nice to see that we're back in action and there's movement online again. Of course, it makes sense that it's kind of, activity kind of dies during the holidays, right? I mean, you're busy, I'm busy, everybody's busy.
Yep.
So today we have 14 new mamas that have joined us over the last week. That's awesome. Let's do a wheel and see who the lucky new person is. You know what's really cool is one month, I think it was recently, right, Son? We had a new member that got in. Amanda Steele, congratulations. We are
Congrats.
absolutely thrilled to have you here, all of you. So anyway, a couple of months ago, didn't we have a new member that got on the giveaway wheel just from the new member post and she won the giveaway?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't
I think it was almost
remember which
exactly a year
month it
ago.
is.
I
Was
know
it?
it was the beginning of last year.
Okay.
But it did happen.
It did happen. Okay, so I'm not making crap up here.
No.
It definitely did, and that's pretty exciting. So
Yeah.
hopefully that is Amanda's fate as well. This is our January birthday post, and so if your happy birthday is in January, please comment on this post, or if you know of a friend that's either in the group or not in the group, and her birthday is in January, tag her if she's not in the group. And especially if she belongs here, then maybe that will encourage her to join. But same thing at the end of the month, because we wait all month long because we want to celebrate our January happy birthdays all month. So we wait until the last Wednesday of the month to pull the winner on this one. So that always, since we also announce the giveaway winner for that month on that same day, it always pushes the winner for the birthday post to the next month, guys. So just know that if you win birthday, you're going on the next post, okay? Or the next giveaway month. And we're not going to do anything about that right now because, again, we don't pull until the last Wednesday. All right, so this is our top 10s, and we always like to give the disclaimer. This is not something that Sonia and I do. We don't sit there and choose who belongs on the top 10. This is something that Facebook does, and it's based on the amount of reactions, comments, and posts that you make in a 28-day period. It does change weekly, though, so I feel like it
does.
Pulls every day from a 28-day period, if that makes sense. I don't know. I've been trying to figure it out, but I think that's what it is.
I think I figured out that it's 3 days. I think it does it every Sunday or Monday, because I think the last one for this one, I think it pulled it on the 11th. So and I always see it a few days that it pulled it a few days prior. So gotcha. I think that's when it does it. But yeah, we don't. It's just how you interact in the group, and we thought it was cool to highlight them.
Yeah, exactly. So each of these members, guys, every time they appear on this list, they get an entry into the giveaway for that month. So great incentive to get on, I mean, what's a couple of posts, couple of comments, couple of reactions? You guys are doing it anyway. So you might as well, get something for it. In the first position, we have Kelly New. Number 2, we have Crystal Ann. Number 3, we have Allie Parmenter. I said it right? Parmenter?
Yes. I always say Parmenter. I'm so sorry, Allie. I don't know what
Allie, I don't know either. I always add an extra E. So you have a crap ton of E's in your name. And I always see extra E's in there. So I'm sorry too. We'll do better. So Sonia and I are seeing somebody for this and we'll work on it. Okay. All right. Ashley Parker, number 4. Daring Dopamine. Love that name. Number 5. Number 6, we have Marissa Hall. Number 7, we have my mommy, Marilyn Flower. Number 8, we have Christine Ruiz. Number 9, we have Desiree Butler. Number 10, we have Alexa Rowland. So thank you guys all so much for being here, for being consistent, for participating, for supporting us. We love ya. All right, next up. Oh, this was, I don't know. I kind of hesitated dropping this one, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I was surprised that you made this one, but I love it and I think it needs to be said.
Yeah.
So if you guys didn't catch this one, it's just the words of the week that Katie does every Sunday. In general was about, even if you disagree on something, you should just, talk about it respectfully with each other. Because whenever you don't, it kind of goes back to the the last one. Was it last week's that you did or the week before? I think it was last week's that you did, where it also talks about what is it, having expectations, because in here you have
Yeah.
mental expectations for how people think, and if they don't think the same way you do, then then that's where you have disagreements. I know that like with my family, there's a lot of things that I could disagree on. Like my sister and I, we disagree on, like we have complete, I don't know if I would say disagree, because I would still respect it, but we have completely different parenting styles. So actually me and my other sister do a little bit too, but I still respect her for it, and I hope she respects me for it. But
Yeah.
like we try, you just have to understand that I think every person has the views that they have, mostly because of how they were raised or things that they've experienced. And
Yeah.
so we don't know why, like I might have a very strong view of something, whether it be parenting, whether it be politics, whether it be religion, whatever it may be, but it's because of my experiences. And I think once we really understand that and open our minds to these people, there's a lot of ways that we can have meaningful conversations and still disagree. I mean, that's how I feel.
100%. I let the reel run out and then it flipped to something else there. So I got rid of it. So I'm just going to take this down for a second because I do want to talk about this. And thank you, Ashley. I really appreciate that because it was a vulnerable post. And again, I hesitated for several hours and like, oh, because it was a deep one. And the biggest thing for me that I see a lot is, and I think it's just human nature, is we feel like our thoughts and feelings are the default thoughts and
Mhm.
feelings. Like, and everybody else is off,
Yeah.
right? And I invite you guys to just really think about that. And again, like how do we learn and grow if we are not open to accepting other ideas and other ways of looking at things? Or like what you said, I may have gone through something completely different than you in my lifetime that brings me to the belief system that I have,
Yeah.
right?
Or it could do the opposite. Those experiences could make you more biased towards that opinion and not
Mhm.
want to open your mind to the whole picture. So, I mean, it could do either or. But I think, and also like I totally agree with Ashley on this. I think you not posting goes against what you were saying. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So that's why you shouldn't apologize for it, because it's like I don't think anybody should be muted for what they believe in.
agreed.
But now it's the approach and your open mindedness to receive any critique towards that. That's what
Mhm.
matters, right? Like if you're going to open your mind
Big time.
to and you can understand, okay, I'm going to see this person's perspective, then that's where we have those conversations, right? But
Mhm.
whenever you just automatically say no, you're wrong, and put a wall up, that's
Mhm.
we should never do that to people, and that's where we have divisiveness.
Yeah. Or name call
Yeah.
or, fire an insult or
Mhm.
whatever. I'm like, I don't know about you, but I don't know where did it happen where it's insulting to us if somebody else has a different thought or feeling than we have. Like I almost
Yeah.
feel like people take that personally and they get insulted and then
Yeah.
react that way. Like when when did that happen? I don't
Yeah,
even know.
it's well, and then also with social media, and now, I
Mm.
mean, Facebook, sorry, Mark, but Facebook has these where you could go anonymous, which I
Yeah, comment
understand
anonymous, yeah.
and I understand certain reasons why people go anonymous, because they're afraid of the backlash. But then
Yeah.
on the other end, you have these keyboard warriors who go anonymous and they get all brave because people don't know who they are, and then they start saying these things, like talking to you in a way that is very unkind, and you never know what that person goes through. What if what if they're saying this and they went through something and that they just firmly believe in this, and maybe if you would have talked in a kinder manner, they would have maybe opened up a little bit more to seeing your viewpoint. But because you attacked them, then instead of being open-minded, they then get defensive, and then it's just an argument.
Right.
So
That,
yeah,
and this day and age, I think it shouldn't be lost on us that some individuals may choose certain actions based on their feelings, based on the way somebody treated them. And what I mean is, what if somebody's in a very fragile state and they choose self-harm?
yep,
Are you now responsible for that just because you took it too personally that they had a different thought and feeling than you did? Like, there's just so much
yeah,
that I think can happen that we don't realize when we are reacting to things.
yeah.
So yeah, guys, be good humans.
Yep. Yes, that's pretty much what it is we could have these conversations and we could disagree, but be open-minded. That's
Yeah,
that's pretty much it. Just be open-minded to other people's experiences and their views, and you could calmly talk about why you think the way that you talk. But whenever you put a wall up and then you get super defensive, I mean, that doesn't help anything. We go nowhere from them, then you just get resentment and hate, and that's just not okay.
100%. I agree
Yeah.
totally. Thank you, guys. I so
Yep.
super appreciate you. And thank you for what's the word that I'm looking for? Like being understanding of my hesitance dropping
Yeah.
that post. There's been one or two that I've been hesitant dropping, and that was definitely one of them. Um,
Yeah.
but vulnerability is important, and my biggest goal is connection. And if somebody else sees it and it helps them facilitate a conversation with one another easier because maybe they can use some of those words, or if it helps them with a better understanding of their position in relationships, then like I'm here for this. So that's why
Yep.
I drop them, guys.
Yep.
Anyway,
Exactly.
okay, that got me a little emotional. Okay, moving on. Why skipping meals is sabotaging your hormones. Raise your hand if you've ever skipped a meal before.
All the time. And do you wanna know something that Connor does? I'm just gonna
I
vent
do.
for a second.
Vent
It's
it.
and I hope you don't do this. 'Cause I'm like, "Katie, you you and him." Ah. So, he does this thing where because like like we are so busy and so we're always doing things and so then if it's lunch but then we get busy again and then say it gets to like 2 o'clock and he's like it's past lunch we're just gonna wait for dinner and I'm like no I'm not like I'm not gonna wait another three that was amazing that was a great sound I get I get so mad at him because I'm like
Dude,
dude like you know, I was gonna yep, see, that's a good way to think, Jasmine. Yeah,
yeah.
I'm trying to be understanding of why Connor pushes dinner 3 hours.
We're trying to
Yeah.
be understanding.
I'm
Oh,
like, "Ah."
mom says she doesn't like to eat breakfast. I wonder if Erin has something to say about that. I bet she does, mom.
I've been on a health kick for the past week and I was force feeding myself breakfast because I don't eat breakfast. I'm just so overstimulated for breakfast. I don't have an appetite. But I started this new medication in the mornings and you have to eat. You can't take it on an empty stomach. And so
Mm.
I've been doing protein shakes, but then our fridge broke and we didn't have ice. So just imagine tap water with protein powder. Oh,
Eh,
it's just not it was not good. And I didn't have anything like frozen ice and like I couldn't put like frozen peas in there. Like that'd be gross. So it's like
peace.
what do I put in there? Because I didn't have any ice. It was just like the past 3 days have been a yeah.
Hmm.
So my life is
Anyway,
so interesting.
you know what though? This is a group of moms zone.
I
Absolutely.
know.
Everybody's like, yeah, I can relate. That's me
Yeah.
every day.
I know, but sometimes, Marilyn, you just have to just choke it down because
Just
it's
choke it
healthy
down,
for
mom.
you. Just because man, I just can't do. I can't. I love breakfast food, but when I'm like on the weekdays getting the kids ready for school, can't do it. I
Yeah.
just can't do it.
Yeah.
And then whenever Connor says, "Oh, let's skip lunch," then I'm already hangry, and I just want to punch him in the throat.
Just so you know, I do not. Oh, Jazz, hell no. You can wait. I'm getting food. Yeah, no
Yes,
kidding.
exactly. Oh, it irritates me so much. But thank God you don't do that.
Yeah, no kidding. Yes, mother, you should listen to my son. He keeps
Yes.
telling her to have a protein shake in the morning. I'll have to start doing that. Yeah,
But use ice.
Yeah. I haven't watched this one yet. I just haven't had a chance. But I'm assuming that she is an advocate for getting your metabolism going in the morning.
Yeah.
That's an assumption. I'll have to watch it. Erin's just so great. I love everything that she drops and everything that she says. She's like my
Yeah.
hero.
Well, it's because it's also real. It's not like these like health warriors coming at you, shaming you for not living a healthy life. She's
Yeah.
very real, and she gets to the bottom of why food really matters, and why your
Yeah.
eating habits, and why stress, all how that all affects your hormones. And I think that's why I resonate with her so much, because
Yeah.
all of the others, these health people that have never been like, they've never really been overweight in their life, and they're like, you just got to do it. Like, it's not that easy. So
Right.
like,
Totally.
I can't survive off of 600 calories.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. No
yeah.
kidding. So she just a little more information about what this episode is about. Obviously, why skipping meals, especially during stress, triggers inflammation, not fat loss. How undereating dysregulates cortisol, thyroid, hunger hormones, and gut motility. Motility. I don't know that word. I've never seen
Ooh,
or heard that
it's a
word before. I'm gonna have
fancy
to look
word.
it up. That is a fancy word. If anybody knows what that is, tell me because I don't know. Um, why sudden scale increases are often
Mhm.
glycogen, yeah,
Yep.
and water retention, not body fat. How years of restriction catch up in your late 30s, 40s, and beyond. Yep.
Yep.
Simple ways to fuel your body even on high stress days without force feeding. Mom, maybe
Oh,
that's some tips for you.
I know, and I just told her to force feed herself.
Well,
Oh, sorry.
shakes, I don't know. I feel like shakes are kind of easier than anyway. Um,
Yeah.
why eat less and move more backfires in perimenopause and menopause, and why lifestyle inputs need to be addressed before hormone testing or HRT. So catch that. That's Erin's weekly, and she's awesome. Just take it from us. All
Yes.
right. This last, I got 2 more to go, guys. This was good. Oh my gosh. So I shared some personal movement of food and waste through your digestive tract. Yes, for sure. I shared some personal sort of story-ishes about, me and my experience with this. And basically, if you guys haven't watched this yet, this was a Diana and I episode. Diana is a licensed couples counselor. We are here every month talking about relationshipy stuff. And we actually reacted to a post, an anonymous post in this one. And it was basically, and you guys have all been there, I'm sure. It's basically about, my husband just leaves stuff lying around. Why doesn't he pick up after himself, even though I've said it over and over and over? That kind of thing. So we really dive into the fact that it's not the mess, it's more the mental load, and just kind of talk through those details a bit. Really good episode.
Yeah. That seems like a good one. It's great for
Mm,
after the holidays, because we have that, like, yeah, getting back to
exactly.
normalcy, cleaning up after the holidays, taking things down. Yeah, there's a
For
lot there.
sure. There's a lot there. Getting back into the groove is challenging. It can be for sure.
Yeah.
Um, 2 more to go, guys, and I'm giving you hints because last commenter. Did you get first commenter, by the way? We didn't talk about it.
I did. It was Miss Jazz. It threw me for a loop though,
No,
because
I thought it
her
was Ash. Wasn't it Ash?
it was
Oh, it
Jasmine.
was Jazz? Okay.
And but then her names on YouTube is Jasmine Gutierrez, not
Ooh.
Jasmine Aguilar. So, Jasmine,
Ah.
you almost messed me up there. But I saw your pretty family picture, so I knew exactly who it was.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
yes.
So this came out. This is something that we do once a month. This is myself, my husband, and Ryan, our awesome, amazing lender that we love, that we've worked with for eons. And we talked about the 2 major headlines that just came out that have already started affecting Arizona real estate. It's exciting stuff, guys. I know you want to hear that, especially buyers out there. They're like, we need a little excitement in our lives here. So check that out. It's about a, 25-minute or so show. It's not very long, but there's a lot of information packed in there. We talk statistics. We advise, we predict, all sorts we make things easier to understand, all sorts of stuff like that. So highly recommend checking that one out. Have you listened to that one yet?
I haven't. No, I need to though, because I've sent it to a few of our clients automatically. But I need to listen to it.
Awesome. Thank you, Mom. Love the updates. People ask me about real estate all the time. It's nice to have answers, and I can just send them to you ladies. Well, Mom, I have been doing it for long enough now, and you've been kind of right there that you could probably just join the team now. I mean, you're
Yeah.
probably good. She'd make an awesome agent. All
She
right.
would.
Lastly, this is my real estate tip Tuesday. This comes out every Tuesday, and it's a short video. So this one is typically like 4 to 7 minutes long. I don't remember exactly. My mom, you totally should, Mom. I don't remember exactly how long this one is, but it falls within that window. You guys are a team for sure. Jazz and Ash, definitely a team. And hear this, Sonia, because I know that you're going to love this one because you are a thrifty mama. Just
Yes.
because you're pre-approved to a certain amount, that's not like what you have to go out and spend.
No.
And it seems like that's like a real, like, duh, like, of course it's not. But people do think that.
Yes. And the thing too is when you're pre-approved, the lender looks at all of your current finances, your debt to income ratio, your credit, all of that. They look at all that, but they don't take into consideration your goals in life.
Or your grocery bill.
Yeah, your grocery bill. And so what, if you're putting money away for, if you're putting money away for colleges, for retirement, they don't take any of that into consideration unless it's like 401k kind of shows. But a lot of people aren't doing that nowadays. They do other stuff. But whatever you're doing, they're not taking into account that what your lifestyle is, if you're wanting to save up for trips and stuff like that. So even though you are approved for, a $3,000-$4,000 mortgage, you don't have to go up to that. That's just your top. So that's your limit.
Right.
But you can definitely go lower. I think the past like 3 of my clients haven't gone all the way to the top, which
Same.
is great. So
Same. We talk a lot about budget.
Mhm.
My clients and I do, and in this show we did as well. It's very, very important. If you guys haven't written out a budget just so that you can see, hey, this is what I, allot X amount of money to. Here are my bills, or even just like, here's my bills and here is the income. Like, let's
Yeah.
see where things kind of line up, right? That's really eye opening. If you guys don't track your spending, holy smokes, is that eye opening.
Oh yeah, Connor and I just went through our like subscriptions.
Yeah.
Like that was embarrassing. The amount
Yeah.
because you think, oh, it's only $10 a month. Oh, it's only $15 a month. The amount that added up to was ridiculous. And we just did some like last month, we just did a lot of subscription cut. It's the last thing that we want to do, because you'll see all the real estate agents or the realtors that give us a bad name are the ones who they're like, no, well, you're pre-approved for that, let's go for it. But it's because they want to line their pockets with their commission. And the last thing that we would want, because we're all about real estate education, we actually are friends with our clients, we keep in touch with them, we care about our clients. The last thing that I don't know how I'd be able to live with myself if I purposely put somebody into a home that they could not afford, and then they went into foreclosure, and then I'd feel horrible.
Yeah.
So that's why we try to, you have to, that's why I always tell my clients too, like, hey, what mortgage do you feel comfortable having? And we'll find, if that's what we'll go for, what the bulk amount of what you're approved for, we'll go for more of what mortgage you're targeting. And I just had a client yesterday go into contract, and they were approved for 50,000. No, they were approved for like 50,000 more than they went under contract for. But because it was just out of their budget, and he's very financially responsible. So, that was very nice. Even the lender, she's like, well, he could do more. And I'm like, he doesn't want to do more. So I'm very big on advocating for not forcing anybody, including myself, to put them into something that they're uncomfortable with.
100%. The conversation around monthly payment is a very important conversation. The conversation around how does this fit into your monthly budget is a very important conversation. We also encourage that our clients have a little nest egg saved up because that's important. What if you get into an accident or something happens to your job or something unknown happens? It's very important to have some expenses saved up so that way it's not so stressful when that does happen. So these are all conversations that we have. But yeah, I agree. It's super important to know what you're spending, where your money is going. There is, speaking of subscriptions, now I am not getting paid for this. I swear, I promise. We cut back on some because it's not necessary to have that extra expense. Yeah, exactly. You're totally right, Jazz. But there is a program out there called Rocket Money. If you guys haven't heard of it, again, I am not, I know that I've heard about Rocket Money on some other podcasts before, and they're probably getting paid by Rocket Money. I am not. I just simply use it and I love it. And it's incredible how much easier it makes tracking and unsubscribing from subscriptions that you forgot that you had. It will detect them for you. It's great. It also has a built-in budget program where you can create a budget within it. And I pay like $10 a month for that, but it's really helpful for me. It monitors my account. So if something strange happens, the bank does too. Like will tell me, hey, there's a charge from Pakistan or whatever, and they know I'm not there. Rocket Money will tell you if your, like, say your, I don't know, insurance payment or something changes, fluctuates, or maybe your internet payment changes, right? It will let you know that. It's just the notification alone is gold for me, just because I'm so super busy and I'm doing this, that, and the other thing all day long. So I highly recommend a program like that to help you guys get on track, even if you just use it to get yourself on track and then figure out some, sort of system that you don't have to pay for. Cool. But this program definitely helps you get organized. So I'd check that out.
Perfect.
Yeah. Options. That's right. Jazzy Jazz. I think she's going to get last commenter. Because why not?
First and last. First and
last. Plan A, B, and C is necessary 100%. All right, guys, we are almost at 11 o'clock. Oh my gosh, long show today. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, for sticking it through to the end. Jasmine is last commenter. And what do I always say at the end of the show? I don't know. I would appreciate if you guys hopped on over to our YouTube channel. If you're already on it, great, you're already there. And click the little subscribe button. That is like a big warm hug for us and shows us that what we're doing here, we should keep on doing. So thank you for all of you that have done so far. And I encourage those who haven't to please do so, please. We would love it. That's it, guys. All right, Mama, you have a good day too. Everybody else out there, have a wonderful day. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Welcome to MOMnation, where moms find real support, real connection, and real community. Founded in 2014 by Katie Holly Lambert, MOMnation started as a way to unite and empower moms. Now it's grown into a movement. Through vibrant communities, local events, and meaningful conversations, MOMnation helps moms grow, share, and thrive together. Listen to From the Heart, where we share inspirational stories, useful information, and discuss a variety of women-related topics. And check out Live and Learn, where moms just like you share helpful tips, tools, and real-life skills. Be part of something bigger. Visit www.momnation.com and follow us on social media, because motherhood is better when we do it together.